I hope you guys are enjoying your night or evening or wherever you're from. This is Charles Martinez, aka Old Man Charles _ X34 here with you for another video. Today I'm here to talk about the guilt of being autistic, because I know some of you have really recently discovered you're on the spectrum, or have you known for a long time, because it's a really big privilege itself to know that you've been on the spectrum for quite a long time. And there are those who feel a sense of guilt for being autistic because you feel like you don't deserve that diagnosis and stuff. And that's perfectly natural to have that reaction when you're diagnosed with the autism spectrum itself. And what I'm trying to teach people who are on the spectrum, who are young or even older now that they've figured out they're on the spectrum, is that you shouldn't feel guilty, because think of it as a way of opening up a new identity to yourself, that it's fine to be diagnosed with autism. It's fine to accept who you are, and it's fine to recognize, here I am, an individual that's on the spectrum, but the spectrum doesn't have to be me. I'm my own person. The autism spectrum is not me as a whole. And to me, I feel like people take it the wrong way when they say I have autism, but they should throw away that mindset and just have the mindset of, I'm Charlie. Like, for example, I'm Charlie Martinez. That's who I am. And as a whole person, I have a sense of humor. I'm nice, kind, and that's just who I am. And it has nothing to do with me being on the autism spectrum itself, like I said before. So don't let the idea of being on the spectrum overrule you and really bring you down, because you're totally worth the trouble and you're totally worth diagnosis. And no matter what anyone else says, you just gotta look at I'm not trying to be that optimistic guy. There's a downside and upside to everything. Some of you, most of you guys already know. So I didn't make this page just to be optimistic and really give you all the upsides of being on the spectrum. There's downsides too on being on the spectrum, because being diagnosed late also could give you other mental health issues as depression, anxiety, depression, and also some social issues you might have to figure out later on. And I think the reason why people mistake people that are on the autism spectrum who are fully functional is because some of us who have gone undiagnosed for quite a while mimic neurotypical behavior, where it gets to the point where we blend into society without anyone noticing. We have these distinctive autistic traits that no one can notice unless you finally manage to find someone that can see these autistic traits within your system of how you socially interact in a public environment. And otherwise, that's all I have to say for tonight. And I really hope this chat really benefited what you're going through, because I've noticed some of you have been going through a hard time with accepting your autism diagnosis and really saying, am I really autistic? To me, by heart and by soul, we're all the same individual. Just because we're not the same individual by blood doesn't mean we don't all share the same soul. At the end of the day, we might not be the same in any otherwise in religion, sexual orientation, or skin color, but at the end of the day, we share the same tears.